In my previous video, I talked a little bit about how I treated the plants when I had an aphid infestation taking over. Now, I dealt with that aphid infestation for the most part. Of course, you can't get rid of them 100%. You're still going to get some that come back, and you're going to have to treat that again. You can either just throw out all your plants, clean out your grow area thoroughly, and start over, or you can do it as what I'm doing. My intention is to move everything outside where I have a lot of ladybugs and other predators that can take care of the aphids. So I just got to manage it just enough until spring comes along, and then when these go outside, then the aphids will be dealt with naturally. Now, unfortunately, I've discovered I do have a new pest I've never seen or heard of before, and they're called scales. So this is one of the leaves covered in these scales. They almost look like some kind of slug. But this tree is definitely infested. And that was one leaf, and I can go onto the branches and the other leaves and see more or less the same thing. So unfortunately, this tree is beyond. Now this is pretty much what's left of the tree. I'm going to cut it right down to the soil. This all goes in the garbage, and then this one I'll dump as well into our soil pile outside. Now that garbage bag didn't hold, it started to fall apart as soon as I tried to put that dirt in it, so I had to find another bag. So now I've got this all started. I'll put this aside for when I start the transplanting of my plants. But right now I've got some water running because I need to clean out these pots and give them a good thorough wash and make sure they're absolutely clean of anything that might be on them. I want this as hot as possible so I can kill anything and everything that's in here. Make it absolutely sanitized. Once I've got it clean, I'll rinse it off again with some more hot water. Here's our potato plants, and they're doing quite well. Now we had a lot of sunshine through the window. You can see we've got some wimpy leaves here, so we need to give it some water. Obviously I went through quite a lot today with the heat coming in. I do have some aphids starting up on this plant now as well. Unfortunately, one of the biggest things with potatoes, aphids love them. So I'm going to go ahead and spray these down with a pyrethrin spray. Again, I'm not going to get rid of all of the aphids. It's also good to clean out some of these branches if it's just too overgrown. They're not going to get sunlight. And they're actually going to be easier for the aphids to go from branch to branch. It'd be nice to get some ladybugs back in the house. A lot of the ones we had. As soon as we ran out of ladybugs, our aphid problem appeared. So I don't think it's just coincidence. I think the ladybugs, not having them around anymore. My wife likes the solar lights in here. Be a little brutal down at the bottom here. I don't like too much foliage at the bottom. And again, it's going to grow a lot more leaves at the top. I watched a lot of gardening videos, and I actually don't think I've ever seen anyone go out and prune potatoes. Mind you, I don't think I've seen a lot of people grow potatoes inside. You got leaves layered on top of leaves. The bottom ones aren't getting any light. Any branches like this that are growing back away from the window, doing nothing. Now we can already see we got suckers coming out ready to go wherever I've cut a branch off. There we go. There's our cuttings. It's a lot taken off. I'm hoping it'll help the plant out a lot, and it's going to help me out a lot dealing with these aphids, because now I'm going to go ahead and spray this. And I'm going from the bottom, aiming up under the leaves.